So, given the picture you just painted, what do you make of today's NAN and all these student union bodies and the way they are relating with the government and the Nigerian state?
Well, I've actually discussed this subject severally in the past. And interestingly enough, part of how that conversation has come in my recent engagement with it is from when young people began to protest and said, look at, Europe, 39-year-old has just become president of France, Emmanuel Macron at the time. Look at the young man popping up in Italy. Look at the young man popping up in Austria. Look at the young ladies popping up in the Scandinavia. The Nigerian elders have refused to give us a chance, and blah blah blah. Then I went to see, for completely different reasons. I went to see General Alani Akinriyade. General Akinriyade, raised the issue and said, young people are complaining that look at the young people taking over in Europe. He said, but most of those young people taking over in Europe were formed for leadership in the student unions. They started as student leaders. Unfortunately for us in Nigeria, says General Akinriyade, our young people did not have the opportunity of developing those leadership skills as students because we, the military, and the politicians that followed us, made or destroyed the student union movement in Nigeria. Those were his words. And so youth have lost the opportunity of the grooming that the student union movement should have never given it. Now the characters who run around call themselves student leaders are neither students nor leaders. General Akinriyade can be an extraordinary guy when you meet him. He's very profound in his thinking. Sometimes, you just say, wow. So, and I share the sentiments, of course, that General Akinriyade expressed. It's very sad that after our time, the student movement in Nigeria was destroyed by soldiers and politicians. And it has denied our country that possibility of growing leaders who are truly leaders in understanding that leadership is selfless giving of oneself for the advance of the common good of all. If you are in it because you want to get a Prado, as many of them seem to be these days, you're not a leader. If you cannot become passionate about your shared humanity and are driven only by more narrow interests, you're not likely to be able to change the world. Sadly, because young people are at a very good stage of idealism. You know what he said about young people? When you're 18, you're not a Marxist. Something is wrong with your heart. If at 40 you're still a Marxist, something is wrong with your head. So we were what we needed to be at 18 and became what we should be at 40.